Okay, here I finally am with an update video of my new strategy. I've been trying to get this video out sooner, but I've just been so busy and it's hard to keep up the pace with keep on putting out videos, but I want to at least keep you guys updated with what I'm doing as best as I can. So in my previous video, I spoke about how I'm betting big on Kokoro, right? And I said I've switched my portfolio around and switched things up, and now Kokoro is my largest holding in my portfolio, okay? So this is what my portfolio was looking like before. So I had $14 million in SWE, $11 million in Aerodrome, $10 million in KASPA. Okay, I had all these different projects, okay? It's probably put it on percentages because it just looks like I'm showing off now, doesn't it? So 13% in SWE, under 10% in some of these bigger projects, right? And then I had some smaller percentages in the larger cap meme coins, okay, and then like a even smaller percentage in the lower cap meme coins, basically. So this was the full portfolio: SWE, Aerodrome, KASPA, Ondo, Virtual, Say, Cetus, SPX 6900, Cookie DAO, Definitive, PopCat, Turbo, BONK, GIGACHAD, Toshi, Ball, Not Trying to Cat, Maneki, CZ's Dog, Broccoli, Hoppy, Kango, Caspi, Analog, and Toad. And like I said, obviously I had a smaller percentage in the smaller ones down here in the shittier coins. I had a larger amount in the top coins, right, like SWE, KASPA, Aerodrome, and then I had a medium amount in the kind of medium coins, right, or the higher market cap meme coins. Okay, so that's what my bull run portfolio was looking like before, right? And I found Kokoro, right? So I found this, and the chart was looking really bullish. Okay, it's only a 20 million market cap, and I just did my research on this, right? And I just became really bullish on it. I believe this is an early investment opportunity, okay? Whereas a lot of these other coins, they're not early investment opportunities, right? They're early in the case of like the bull run. We get a big altcoin season, then obviously we're going to get some huge pumps anyway. But they're not really early, okay? So you go on the main CMC page here, click on memes, right? All of the meme coins, for example, are at the top. So the SPX 6900 is right up here at the top. BONK, a lot of these coins, PopCat, Turbo, they're all obviously here on the list, right? They're not hard to find, they're not early. Click on Turbo, for example, it's on all the exchanges already. It's not early, okay? But if we get a big altcoin season, these will still do well, obviously. But Kokoro is early, because Kokoro isn't on any exchanges yet, right? It's only on L-Bank, right? It's on KSEX and Arbit or Bilaxi, but these don't have any volume going from them. So it's basically on L-Bank, okay? And it is on MEXC as well, on the assessment zone. So there's actually a countdown for this. I think there's 10 or 15 days left for the countdown or something like that. And basically what happens in the assessment zone on MEXC is if the project's legit and they've assessed it, then it goes into the main MEXC listing, right? Or if it doesn't pass the assessment, then it gets delisted. But this is a good project. If you haven't done your research on it, go ahead and do your research on it, or go and look at my previous videos that I made on it if you want to see my research. But I can't see this getting delisted, right? I think it's going to get put through on MEXC. I'm 99% sure that's going to happen. And then after that, after MEXC has assessed it, then other exchanges are going to probably list it after that, right? Because MEXC has already done the assessing. Then we're probably going to get Gate, KuCoin, and some others, right? And eventually I think this could work up to Kraken, Crypto.com, Binance, okay, based on the narrative of this project. So this is what I then did with my portfolio afterwards. So I bought a bunch of Kokoro as the top holding, and I kept all of the large caps as like a hedge against it, okay? So I kept SWE, and I also swapped Cetus and Cookie for BitTensor. I was basically just making it all hedge. I was putting it into the larger caps, right? So I had SWE, I've got BitTensor, Ondo, Virtuals, KASPA, Aerodrome, and Say. So I was catching a bunch of different narratives with this. We're hitting the base narrative with Aerodrome. We've got the SWE narrative. We've got the AI narrative with BitTensor. We've got the AI agents with Virtuals. And we've got the RWA with Ondo, right? And we've got a layer 1 with Say and KASPA as well. And I kept this analog because this could do 100x, right? This analog is only less than 3 million market cap. I only hold a very small amount in this, right? Because I'm not really super convicted in it, but this is just kind of it only needs to go to 300 million market cap to 100x. So even if you just got I don't know, if you got 100 in it, right? If it does 100x, that's 10 grand that you can use to put into some other coins, right? So I just hold a small bag of this just in case. It looks like a pretty good project as well. The team that work for this previously worked for some reputable projects back in the previous bull run, so it's worth doing your research on this one. Could do well this one, but I don't have a super high conviction on it. But yeah, that's what I basically did with my portfolio. All of these projects are hedging against Kokoro's the money shot, and all of these are just to take me along with the bull run, right? as a hedge against Kokoro. That's what I did. So Kokoro was about 35%, and all of these others were like 10% or less spread out, which I think that's a pretty good strategy for this, right? And again, all of those projects on the previous portfolio as well, all of the projects, I'm still bullish on all of those. So we'll go and look at that again quick. All of these projects that I had originally, I'm still bullish on all of them, but I just think with Kokoro, it's a chance to be an early investor, like I was saying earlier, right? The only one I'd probably scribble off this list is Maneki, because Maneki got delisted from Mexi, so that's not a good sign, so I'd probably just delete this one. So yeah, that was my portfolio, right? But then I did more research on Kokoro, okay, dug a little bit deeper, and I slept on it. And then this is what I did, right? You might think I'm crazy. All in Kokoro, okay? Maybe I am crazy. Maybe I am crazy, right? But I just think this is the best opportunity right now in the market. So I'm just feeling pretty good about it. So Kokoro is 75% of my portfolio. I have 25% in USDT now. And my plan is to basically have the money on the sidelines for either one, if Kokoro goes down lower, then I can buy more, right? If it does dip, then I've got a little bit that I can buy more. Or I can use the USDT to find other projects that I can put a little bit of money in, similar to analog, right? So I've only got less than 1% in analog, okay? But I just put a little bit of money into it, and if it does 100x or something, then I can just take the money out and then I can use that to fuel other plays, right? And now with the USDT on the side, with the cash on the sidelines, what I can do is if the bull run takes off, and I see for example SWE taking off, right, then what I can do is I can use the USDT to go in on SWE on leverage, right? So say for example back here on SWE, right, SWE had started to have a bit of a run, and it kind of had a little correction here, and then it took off again. So if I see for example SWE taking off, and it breaks all-time high, but then it has a correction above the all-time high, maybe I just want to hop in on leverage, because obviously you can buy a spot bag down here, and then you can maximise the gains, right? But if you go on leverage, you can buy a little bit higher, but you can use 3x leverage or something like that, and you're maximising the money you put in, and you're going to make similar returns to just buying at the bottom on spot anyway, because you can put in more money on leverage, right? So this is the strategy I'm going to be going for. If we get a mega bull run, and some of these altcoins start taking off, once I see one that's taking off, and we get confirmation of it taking off, I'll hit it with leverage, right? Because the reality is there's so many coins in the market right now that even when we get a big altcoin season, not all of these are going to take off, right? Some of them are going to do not much, right? And some of them will take off. And like I said, these ones are already big coins. They're not going to grow without the altcoin season. Like all the catalysts have already pretty much been, mostly, right? So we need an altcoin season for these coins to run. So I'll just go in on leverage when I see them breaking out, and they're going to go on a run, right? Once I see the hype coming for them. Because none of these coins are, we're not an early investor in any of these coins, not for this bull run. Maybe in the long term, like 5 years or 10 years, yeah. Like, you know, KASPA could be one of the biggest coins at that point. You know, it could shoot up to $100 billion, and it could be one of the biggest coins, right? Same with some of the others. Like SWE as well could be like massive in like 5-10 years. But for this cycle, we're not really early, right? There still is a chance they could go completely crazy, right? There is a chance, right? But again, I'm not going to hold my money in all of these bags when probably not all of them are going to take off, right? They're not all going to go crazy, right? So I think the money is better concentrated in something that I have higher conviction in, and that we're an early investor to, right? And so that's why I'm just holding Kokoro now. And then I've got USDT on the side so I can trade on leverage. But if you're not confident trading with leverage, I do recommend holding your other cryptos, right? By the way, I don't recommend going as heavy into Kokoro as I am. I definitely don't recommend that, right? I'm taking a risk here, obviously, but I am bullish on it, and this is the money shot for me. This is going to be the money shot, right? I'm going to make a fuck ton of money for this if it works out. So, but yeah, if you're not confident in using leverage, maybe you still want to hold these, right? Because you want exposure to a wide variety of coins that can go up, right? But I know how to use leverage, so I can just hop in on leverage if I see the coins running, right? But these are basically the safest coins that I had, the higher market cap coins, and then all those meme coins and stuff on my portfolio number one that I showed you earlier. All those meme coins are good too. I'm still super bullish on them. I think they'll do well in the altcoin season. But yeah, like I said, there's so many coins in the market right now that it's just unrealistic that all of them are going to take off, right? Only some of them are going to take off. So you're probably not going to make as much money as you think, right? All the times that I've made the most money is when I've gone heavy into one thing. Like I did that with KASPA. I did that with KASPA down here, right? I saw KASPA running up here, and it was kind of getting stronger and stronger. It looked like it was going to take off, so I went all in, and then it took off, right? So you can kind of do that on leverage, right? If you see something doing this, then you can just smash in at, like, you see it's going to break out, and then you just smash in like 2-3x leverage or whatever leverage, 5x leverage, 1x leverage, or whatever. You know, this strategy can work, but you need to know what you're doing. But yeah, this Kokoro is super bullish, right? It's holding up above support here, above this yellow line. There's also a trend line here that's going to act as a support as well if it comes down to that. Or if we consolidate sideways further than this, then the trend line is probably going to act as a support. And it seems to just be pretty much mostly diamond hands in this project, right? Not really anybody selling, because people obviously realise the potential for this. Like, if you don't know what this is literally the dog that's owned by the Dogecoin owner's family. So the Dogecoin owned Kabosu, which is actually the Dogecoin dog, right, on the picture of Dogecoin. And then you had Nero, that was adopted by the family that adopted Doge, or Kabosu, the Dogecoin dog, right? So they had Nero, and there was a Nero meme coin that ran up to 1 billion market cap. And now they've adopted another dog called Kokoro. And that's this one. So that's what this coin is. That's a super bullish narrative, even for the long term, right? Like, how can Dogecoin, the Dogecoin family dog, how can that not do well? Like, it has to do well. It has to do well. It's not going. I don't think this is going anywhere. It's going to be there. I'm not saying it's going to run to like 100 billion market cap or something, but I think this is gonna be here for a while, and it's gonna go up. Like, I just think it's gonna go up. Like, it's not gonna, like, it has to stick around. It has to stick around. It's the Dogecoin dog. It's like related to Dogecoin directly. And my plan for this, by the way, is basically once we get an initial pump for this. So what a lot of the times you get with these meme coins, right? These low market cap meme coins, is you get a few exchange listings like KuCoin, Gate, and some others. You know, maybe HTX. Okay, I'll get into that in a minute. And you'll see a run up to like here 50 million, or maybe higher, maybe up to 100 million or something, maybe higher, you know, maybe a little bit lower, something like that. So my plan is to take a little bit of profit once we go up here somewhere. I don't know where exactly, I have to see what the chart looks like at the time, but I'll take a little bit of profit, de-risk myself, so I'm in the risk now, but once we get that initial pump from the initial exchange listings, I will de-risk myself, okay, and then there'll probably be a correction, right? And then it's likely that at some point during this correction, what will happen is all the paper hands will get out, and then we'll probably get some bigger exchange listings. This is what you see a lot of the time in these meme coins, right? So yeah, that's my plan. Once we see that initial pump, de-risk myself, and then I'll hold the rest, right? Because I think this could do like a 50x, or if we get a big altcoin season, it could do more than a 50x. Okay, with a Binance listing, with a Coinbase listing potentially, this could do 50x or more. Okay, so having such a heavy bag of this, if this does a 50x, I'm going to be absolutely balling out of control. But again, don't copy what I'm doing. Like I said, I am taking a risk here. You need to do your own research and understand. You need to understand your risk tolerance and your strategy, and you need to decide whether this is a trade you want to take, right? And you want to manage the percentage of your portfolio that you want to use for the trade. Okay, this is the trade that I'm taking. Okay, so yeah, this is the X page. Kokoro is the sister to Nero. Kabosu family, aka Doge, officially partnered with Chiba1, which is a charity company for dogs, okay, to collect meme coins for them to be financially free. So that's a use case as well. It's not a completely useless meme coin, it's for charity. They're doing charity stuff, which is great. That's what I'm liking about these dog coins as well, because I love dogs. So you get to feel good by investing in it too. And this is the most recent post by them, the Kabosu mama, so the owner of Doge, right? And these dogs, they liked the comment for Kokoro, right? Kokoro posted a comment, and then the Kabosu mama liked it. So they're basically collaborating with the right people, okay? They get, like, Kokoro's getting their name out there to get attention, so they're collaborating with them. And again, HTX are posting things like this. They're posting like things of like Nero and, you know, a black Shiba, which is this dog, Kokoro. They're posting things like this, so that's a hint in an exchange listing from HTX. Shiba Inu is posting about this, time to list the first ever Dark Shiba. This is the official Shiba Inu X page. Again, HTX community is posting pictures like this. Like, they've got a picture of, you know, these coins, like Mudeng is here already in the sky. What's this? Shib, this one's already in the sky. And then Kokoro's down here, is riding the wave up right now, and it's getting closer and closer to the laser. Okay, so they're posting stuff like this, right? And this here as well, the guy that owns HTX, like this here in his wine glass kind of looks like Kokoro coin a little bit, another hint. And they recently updated the banner for Deck Screener, so this banner looks pretty cool, right? Yeah, I never see these banners on Deck Screener that are animated. This is the only one that I've seen that's got an animated banner, so that's just another cool thing. It shows that the team that's working on this project is doing stuff, right? Again, HTX community, they're posting pictures like this with clearly Kokoro down here, right, in the picture. And again here, HTX Global. So this isn't even the community page, this is the actual HTX Global page. They're posting it there. And also here, if you come over to the HTX page, they posted this today. These signs here. And on the sign, they've got this diamond hands thing, right? So the reason this is a sign that they're looking at Kokoro, which they obviously are looking at Kokoro, we already know that because they posted so many times. So a listing for this is pretty likely, right? But yeah, they got this sign with the diamond hand sign there, okay? So we come back to the Kokoro page. So on Kokoro page, they actually posted this picture recently with Murad with the diamond hands, okay? So it's kind of a weird coincidence. They posted this a few days ago, or yesterday, whenever it was. And then not long after that, HTX posts that picture with the signs, with the diamond hand signs. So another hint for this, okay? So I think I've gone on enough. I think you can probably understand why I'm so bullish on this. But yeah, I mean, with Kokoro being only a 20 million market cap, like this can do a 5 or a 10x even without a bull run, right? We don't need a massive altcoin season for this to do a 5-10x, okay? Whereas some of these other larger cap coins that are already at the top of the list, they're already on the big exchanges. In order for them to do a 5 or a 10x, we need to get some sort of an altcoin season for that, right? But yeah, with this, to do a 10x to 200 million market cap, that can do that without a massive altcoin season, so long as we get a bunch of exchange listings and we get a little bit of a rally in the market as a whole. The market just turns slightly bullish. This could do a 10x, right? And if it turns very bullish, this could do a 50x. That's why I'm betting on this one. I'm not really going to waste my time with some of the other coins for now, when I can bet on this one. And then I can have some USD on the side that I can use for leverage trading if I see the market running. So yeah, that's my plan. That's my current plan. Stay tuned for any updates. Like for good luck, subscribe, and hit the bell notification button if you want instant alerts of when I post. And yeah, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.